second half of this. Who's going home with the title, Jim?
At the moment, it looks like Ricky Burns. We know this fella has the power, and as you mentioned, he's had late knockouts. I have Burns 3 points up. You see the disastrous start. So I have him 3 points up at the moment. I just don't think Martinez has ever boxed anyone with this style. And I think he's surprised at the commitment that Burns is showing.
Nicky Cook, fighter Viloria, Gonzalo, Munguia. The last 3 fights, all ending inside the distance for Martinez. Uppercut from Burns. He's just having trouble with these long arms, these raiding tactics. And he's not phased in there, Ricky Burns.
And the thing is, Martinez can't do anything about what's happening at the moment. He's been pushed back and there's not a thing he can do about it.
I mean, the way he struggled with Youssef Al-Hamidi, a Dewsbury ice cream salesman who's lost 26 fights and won only 5 in May. You'd never have thought that Ricky Burns was capable of this sort of performance.
Well, when you're on the edge of a world title fight, along the right hand, you can't think of anything else.
Back comes Martinez, and Burns hurt again, like he was in the first. And the Puerto Rican corner beside us are going nuts. A long time left in the round, but Burns gets an uppercut in. Has he got the resilience to hold Martinez off? It's another raid.
Well, it's surprising that Martinez can still produce the power. He's all over the place. His balance is gone. He can still hurt Burns.
It's a thriller north of the border. Another right from Martinez. Just looking to bludgeon his way through Burns. Trapped on the ropes, Ricky Burns in trouble here. He's got to throw something back, and he does. Needed to. Michael Ortega, the referee, was taking a close look.
Well, there's sometimes a time to go into the defence of this. Maybe one of these times. Everything's going so sweetly for Burns. Don't be reckless. This is a crisis he's coming through at the moment.
Still flinging out the body shots. Shows the condition that Billy Nelson has got him into. Hats off to the trainer. Turns southpaw orthodox again, Martinez.
Well, still finding the power. When he can find the target, these are big shots from Martinez.
Heavy punches. And a very bad round for Ricky Burns.
Why are you getting involved? Get your feet out. Get your feet out. Quédate pegado, Kung Fu. Okay, gantiéndome siempre. 5 rounds. I want you to box the heat off again. What are you good at? Big deep breath. So why are you getting involved? Water.
Don't put it on his
right. Ricky, see when you've got him on the back foot, back him up. Back him up. Get the jab working all the time, okay?
See, every time he does land cleanly, you can see the reaction. He does have real punching power. He's crude. He's all over the place. His balance is gone, but when he lands cleanly, he can force Burns onto the defensive. Now, this is where Burns should be spoiling, grabbing hold, just forcing the referee to break them up. But he's backing off, giving Martinez punching room, and that is dangerous against such a puncher as Martinez. Not a good round for Burns. Can he come back from that?
A smile from the affable Scot. 27 years of age. Same too for Roman Martinez, who just keeps pounding forward, unsettled through so much of this. Wild, woolly, reckless. But when he lands, Burns knows all about it. Ricky Burns, the first Brit in this incredible 7-week period where we've got Jason Booth aiming to become a world champion next week, and Rendell Munro out in Japan at the end of October. Can it be a hat-trick? Will any of them win? What a thrilling start, though, to our boxing season.
Well, Martinez still looking as though he's something in the tank. If Burns can force him back as he was doing earlier, take some of the steam out of his work.
There's a good body shot from Burns. Martinez takes a gulp of air. There was a smile to his corner, though. Maybe he just feels Burns can't really hurt him. And that, we thought, would possibly be a problem.
Good left hook there from Martinez.
Still throwing the right punches, Ricky Burns, but how much effect? Is it denting Martinez enough?
Just forcing the punches out now, Burns. That's the stage we're at now. You just have to bite on the gum shield and just force out the work. Not about tactics now.
Swinging this way, then that.
Well, some of the fire has gone out of Martinez's work here. He had a long time to throw a punch there. He didn't throw anything. Looking flat-footed again.
Well, he's expended so much energy, Jim. With some of the shots he's missed like that by a mile.
Yeah, and every punch is a wild swing, whether it lands or doesn't land. And that's what saps the energy. Burns looking solid again now.
Seemingly strong, Ricky Burns. And that good chin he's had has held him in good stead so far.
I think he's making Martinez look ordinary here at the moment. Lovely uppercut.
Finding the right shots, Ricky Burns, and Martinez again looking all over the place.
Here, this is your world title. Here, this is your world title, okay? Brave big.
Torres, who's been with Martinez a long time. They were working on the arms there to get the circulation flowing again.
Yeah, well, he really was struggling in the last round there. Looking flat-footed, missing wildly, walking onto punches. Burns still has a strong look. His legs are still looking strong. Lovely uppercut, showing once again he has the power to stop this fellow in his tracks.
Come on, come on.
Second turn, round 9.
Both men must be very tired. But there's just a feeling that Ricky Burns is keeping himself together more. There's Martinez with that right hand again, trying to pull the trigger. Martinez maybe surprisingly favourite again with the bookies. Topsy-turvy odds, topsy-turvy fight.
Strange, because I think he's looking pretty ordinary at the moment. Walking after Burns but not producing.
Trying to work the body. Martinez. Again, a left hook that just swings and hits thin air. And a much better delivered punch by Ricky Burns. He's a very good amateur, won 100 of 108. Pedigree and quality coming out tonight.
Well, it was important that he imposed his tactics on Martinez, but I didn't think he'd be able to stand with him the way he's done. Showing physical strength, a low blow there.
It also shows how a fighter at one level can rise to an occasion and put absolutely everything into his big night, and it could be his only chance.
Well, there are questions that did he deserve to be number one? Well, I think he's answering the questions now.
Yet people debating whether he was even the best in Britain. Gary Sykes, the current domestic holder.
Well, bit scrappy this round. We're not really seeing much quality, but they're both desperately tired. It's been a tremendous pace all the way through.
Another glance at the corner from Martinez, who's only completed 12 rounds once before. Burns has done it on 4 occasions. Other doubts beginning to come into the Puerto Rican's mind. Burns is still in there and trading.
I just wonder if the tank is emptying. I mean, he's looked disjointed all the way through. But he's all over the place at the moment, Martinez, walking onto the uppercut there.
They've obviously studied tape after tape, and they've got their tactics spot on, the Scottish team. Right hand and a left hook from Martinez. Once in a while, it looks like it could just fall apart for Ricky Burns, and he's in trouble. Again, 10 seconds left of the ninth. The power of the Puerto Rican turning the fight on its head.
He's had the last one.
He's got it. Hear the bell. And he does, and Martinez gets a couple in for good measure. Tough, tough. Last 30 seconds for Ricky Burns. Credit to Martinez.
Big deep breath, plenty of water on him, plenty of water. Here, you don't need to get involved, Ricky. Okay? I want you up on your toes. This is round 10. Okay, 3 rounds and you're the champion.
Right, baby. Don't worry about the bucket spit anyway. Have a good
Ricky,
race,
deep breath, deep breath. Listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me.
Spit down there.
Basics, basics. Left on left. Jab him, jab him. Ricky.
Well, I was worrying the way Ricky Burns sagged from the punches there. We didn't think Martinez could produce the power to trouble him at this late stage, but he can, and he completely lost his way there. He should have been spoiling.
Quarters, 10
He
seconds.
should have been grabbing hold of Martinez, but he didn't. He backed off, gave him plenty of room, plenty of target, and thankfully the bell came to his rescue.
And what a terrific tussle, one of the most exciting world title fights we've seen on our shores in a long, long time. 9 minutes left. Will Roman Martinez hold on to his WBO super featherweight crown, or will Ricky Burns crown a monumental night here in Glasgow? And how all of you Scotsmen will party if he does.
Well, he just has to keep his concentration in order to do that. There's desperation now in Martinez's work. His corner must have told him he's got to get Burns out of there, and he's really given that a go.
But Burns hurt the back end of the ninth, putting the combinations together, better on the front foot. Martinez starting to complain too.
Always a good sign when the other guy wants to complain. Just keep his concentration. It seemed to dip a little bit towards the end of the previous round.
Good body shot from Burns in this compelling clash, which will be right up there in fights of the year of 2010. I've no doubt about that. But will it be the shock win of the year as well? Burns with the pressure. Oh, uppercut back from the left fist of Martinez. Holding on Burns.
Martinez really is showing a lot of character here. He's wasted so much energy, but prepared to dig in to hang on to his championship.
Desperate to return home with his world title belt and his unbeaten record intact, but Burns again with success. Martinez has the power and the sporadic moment. Burns the quality throughout most of this.
Yeah, a couple of rocky moments in this round. It's not over yet, but Burns has landed more punches. He needs to keep his concentration. He's lapsing again.
Very, very tired look about Ricky Burns at the end of these rounds. Just pushing out the arms, anything that lands to keep Martinez at bay. What an effort from Ricky Burns tonight.
This is amazing. Some tremendous grit just hanging on in there. taking whatever Martinez can throw at him.
And an uppercut with the right hand from Martinez. Well, the action will have fight fans coming back for more and more, whoever wins this.
6 minutes, man. Look at me. Look at me. It's 6 minutes for this title. Have you got it? Brave. You got 6 minutes in you.
One needs 2 rounds to champion the world. One needs 2 rounds.
Wait. Now listen.
Come on, son.
Calm down, son.
It's all right. You need that. Pull that, Reece.
You need it, mate. Now listen.
Well, how about this? Now, Ricky Burns is the slight and only slight favourite. We've got him in front.
Look at me.
Yep, I think he's produced the better boxing in most of the rounds. Too dangerous. Well, you can see what the stats think about it. Lopsided in Burns' favour. I have him 3 points up at the moment. But worrying times. Martinez is throwing everything at him. I think his corner must realise he's smiling. He wants to keep his concentration together. Burns smiling out of the ring there. We don't want to see that.
This could be the longest 6 minutes of Ricky Burns' professional career, and for his corner, biting their nails, I bet. Billy Nelson, Dean Powell, and everyone that's worked so hard. The Puerto Rican corner are getting agitated. They want Martinez to go forward. Good right hand from Burns.
I'd be happy just to see Burns go on his bike, just use that jab, just frustrate Martinez, draw him forward, pin him on the jabs and get out of there. But in the last 2 rounds, his concentration has dipped in the last minute. We don't want to see that. The jab working again.
Yeah, lovely boxing from Ricky Burns, even this late on. The jab, super. I wonder all the opponents he's had through his career, like Michael Gomez, Kevin O'Hara, Graham Earl all those years ago, Alex Arthur, what they're thinking, how proud they must be of Burns tonight.
Well, he showed in his 2 losing fights that he had the grit to compete at title level, and he's shown a lot more tonight.
And he's caught Martinez at will so much, but the Puerto Rican, when he advances, that right hand is damaging still.
He's done nothing so far in the first minute and a half here, Martinez. He's stalking, he's not getting any punches off. Beautiful boxing from Burns. Just keep that concentration, keep the movement, don't take chances.
At times he has pushed Martinez back, trying to out-bully the bully as well as use his skills. Martinez used to knocking people out. It hasn't happened yet. And the chances are less and less likely, but who knows in a fight as absorbing as this one. Body shot and a head. Sweet combinations from Ricky Burns.
Tremendous round here from Burns. He hasn't stopped throwing punches, hasn't allowed Martinez to set anything up. Just wild swings, making him look like a novice rather than a world champion.
Using his feet well as well, Ricky Burns, in and out of range. He looks by far the classier technician in there, by far.
Well, he really, at times, he's really made Martinez look so ordinary, and I don't think Martinez has anything left in the tank. He can still muster a few solid swings, and that's what Burns has to be wary of.
Oh, left hand! Great hook from Martinez. Late on in the 11th, but Burns takes it and fires himself and the crowd up.
Listen, calm down. Fuck's sake. Get the hell out of that. You listen to me. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Here. You keep your chin down and box him.
Don't take any chances. Now listen, you've got to put your hands up, keep your chin down and keep the jab going straight.
This is all about focus, Ricky.
Right?
Ricky, keep your chin down and box
Listen
him.
to Billy now. Get your arms down.
Dean,
Get your hands down.
box him. Concentrate for 3 minutes, son, please. Everybody in Scotland will be proud of you.
Listen. Next round. Ricky, you're champion of the world in 3 minutes, son. You've got to do what I'm saying.
jobs. Look at that fight statistic total for Ricky Burns. Extraordinary. Final session of what has been a cracker. The WBO Super Featherweight title on the line, and Ricky Burns is so close. Surely 3 minutes away, barring disaster in the last.
I have it 4 points up. The knockdown got Martinez off to a big start. Couple of rounds from there, but every other round, Ricky Burns.
David Hay, world champion. Amir Khan, world champion. Will we be saying in a few minutes' time, Ricky Burns, world champion? Few would have believed that. Body shot. Oh, Martinez in trouble at the end. And over 2 minutes left. And
he's looking to his corner. He can't believe what's happening to him. Tank is empty. Can't do anything about this.
nothing left in the legs now of Martinez. He's tried so very hard. It hasn't been good enough. That's the truth. And Burns teeing off at him, and he's close to a stoppage. That would be the icing on the cake.
Martinez banging his gloves together. He knows nothing is going right for him tonight. Completely outboxed here in the final round. Can't do a thing about it.
A minute and a half to go. Listen to the crowd. Martinez still flinging hooks, hoping. But it's Burns in total charge.
Still wants to be careful. He's carrying his chin a little bit high. We're seeing desperation from Martinez. So just that chin down, the hands up, the job's almost done.
When Paul Ingle beat Manuel Medina back in 1999, he went down in the final session and almost ruined it. Burns doesn't need a last minute, but he's still chucking the leather at Martinez. This has been a parlour, Jim.
Yeah, well, he wants to finish and perform like a champion. That's what he's doing. Will not be denied. He's decided anything Martinez can throw at him, he can take that as a low blow.
Yet Michael Ortega, very experienced referee, has hardly had to do anything here. And he's going to give Burns a little time. Frank Warren on his feet, Billy Nelson shouting at him. And almost all of the crowd here at Kelvin Hall are rising to Ricky Burns.
Concentration for half a minute is what we're looking for here. The job's done. Everyone involved with Ricky Burns feels that. Total desperation now coming from Martinez.
He picks himself up after a first-round knockdown that could have been early curtains for Ricky Burns. But surely it is an early Burns night in September. Unexpected, unbelievable. But in a couple of minutes' time, surely the three judges will make it reality, and Scotland will have a 12th world champion in their proud history. And how proud, Jim, are you of Ricky Burns?
Couldn't be any more proud. We said beforehand it would take a performance like he has never produced in his life before, and that's what we got from him. A disastrous start in the opening round, finds himself on the floor, but what a tremendous performance in every round. He met Martinez head on in every round. Few times he had us on the edge of our seat, just maybe his concentration dipping once or twice. But I'm interested to see the scoring. I have him 5 points up thanks to the knockdown and a couple of good rounds that Martinez did have. But a clear winner, a worthy winner, and a worthy world champion on my card.
Astonishing what unfolded. And he played his part as well. Don't forget him, Roman Martinez. Bundles of courage, but he was quite extraordinary, outclassed pretty much the whole way through, Jim.
Ricky Burns made him look ordinary at times. Even in the opening round, Burns looked to be winning the round, then he took that right hand, and you know the judges are going to score that 2 points against him, but he came off the stool for the second, got his wits back about him, some dangerous moments, but his defence was excellent, his movement was excellent, and the longer it went, the more ordinary he made the champion look. This was one of the few times when he had us on the edge of the seat when maybe we thought he'd lost his way. He was hurt several times, had to dig in, but you expect that when you're challenging for a world championship. He took his bumps and then always prepared to take the initiative in just about every round. Everything that Martinez could muster, he took it again. You can see him badly shaken from the punches, but he got his wits back about him and fired back. And by this time, he was looking like a world champion. A couple of times, the last minute of rounds, his concentration dipped. He had us worried again, taking clean punches. At this time, it was desperation tactics from Martinez. But the longer it went, the more you fancied Ricky could stand there. He had the grit and the strength to take the punches that he had to take, and even just put a clincher on it for me in the last round. A couple of times he almost had Martinez on the floor. Martinez, nothing left. Couldn't ask more from a champion. He can be proud of the effort he made, but he's lost his title.
A great fight and a great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say about that? A round of applause for both fighters. Magnificent. We go to the scorecard, and we have a unanimous decision. Judge Emily scores a contest 112-115. Judge Paul Thomas 112-115. Judge Donald Treller 113-115. The winner and the new WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world, from Cambridge in Scotland, Ricky Burns.
The dream comes true for Ricky Burns. A massive upset, a huge shot in the arm for British boxing. What a start to our new season.
What a start indeed. Kelvin Hall erupts. We'll be hearing from Scotland's new world champion in a couple of minutes.